What you think is what you will feel and what you do. Do you believe that? That's really very true. If you think that you're hopeless, you're going to feel hopeless. And then what are you going to do? You're going to do hopeless things. A lot of times people, when they're sad, what do? They sit down and watch sad movies. And they listen to sad music. And they get all wrapped up in it. That is the least productive thing to help your brain get out of that. It will help your brain stay in it. It could be for hours. It could be for days. It could be for weeks. It could be for years, depending on how you have trained it to respond to that. But here at DIY Mental Boost, what we do is we learn how to assign good vibes to unwanted circumstances. So when unwanted circumstances come along, our brain, it stays motivated because life is still going. Our kids still need us. Our husband still wants to love us. Our coworkers still want to hang out with us. But if we're in a low vibe emotion, we're going to start separating. We're going to start thinking, doing, and saying things that cause the people to not want to be around us because we are creating that distance. We're doing a social distance of the mind. So if you wish to use your mind to help you wrap its mind around anything and change the mental software program of distancing yourself and staying in a low vibe, but instead, when something unwanted happens, you can choose to assume the best that's going to come from it. You can make something good from it, or you can keep the big picture. It's a choice. And when you help to train your brain to do that, it will do it. Your brain is full of software programs. Right now, if you get sad, depressed, irritated, that is a software program that is running. Now, you want to utilize your subconscious in the best way, and that is to have the best programs in it that are going to help you to be productive. So when circumstances come along, your brain keeps you motivated. That is what we're here about, DIY Mental Boost. We're about staying motivated despite anything. Because when you do that, when you stay motivated, you will actually be able to create more good things. When you get into a low vibe, you will actually start creating more low vibe situations. You literally will not be able to see answers. You will literally not be able to see solutions. You will literally only be drawing in not good things, but literally drawing in more bad things. It's like an invisible string that you're drawing in, and it's because of what you're putting out. Okay, this is really true. So if you want to change that vibe in you, all you got to do is start watching some mind cardio videos. It doesn't take very long at all to get that brain to start switching. The mind cardio videos are a three-step proven three-step thought process that it will take your brain through. And if you just start doing that, remember the brain is habitual. So that basically means that it's going to start becoming a software program and you'll get better at it. So just remember what you think, okay? If you're thinking something hard, if you're thinking something's difficult, stop saying that to yourself because your brain says, oh, she wants it to be difficult. And it will make it even more difficult just to help you feel more difficult. Thinks it's doing a great job for you. But it is actually hurting you and it doesn't know it. And it's really not hurting you. It's actually, we are actually hurting ourselves because we don't go in and we change the program. Okay? So the brain is just a tool. It's not putting it in there. It didn't come up with it and say, oh, this is the way I want to feel about it. And I'm going to give that to her. It only took in what you gave it. It can only produce what you give it, what you allow. Okay. So even if you have something that comes up and you're like, ooh, I don't want that reaction. Or even if it was in the past, you could change it with the three-step thought process. Or something in the future. You're scared of something in the future. You can make your brain or help your brain, guide your brain to wrap around it. So if that sounds good to you, then you know what you have to do. Click and select any mind cardio video if you have 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Your brain will get you where you want. It will do it for you. This is Renee Thomas with DIY Mental Boost, and I hope all my little videos are really helping you to see the importance of what I'm saying about the brain and its ability to wrap its mind around any situation. That if you are feeling bad, that it's just a software program that can be updated so that instead of you assigning it a low vibe emotion, you assign it a high vibe emotion of maybe enlightenment, courage, hope, okay, resilience. Okay, so instead of it being something that stepped on you, made you feel like nothing, and then you had to struggle your way up, because that's actually a software program too. Going down low and fighting your way up, that's a software program. If you have that, that's a program you may want to change. Maybe you don't want to get knocked down. Maybe you just want to be able to stay high up. Sometimes our brain is used to that. That is the norm. And we feel that's just the way it is. But I'm here to tell you, if you do not want that, you can actually change it. Every single person can. This is not a fortunate people. Some people can do it and some fortunate people no. This is something that everyone can do to a certain degree that will be beneficial for them. And how far you want to go to help your brain and tell it what it wants to do is really up to you. For me, man, as soon as I dip beyond, I'm always at a 9, 10. I dip below a 9. I'm like, what? Why are we below a 9? Why aren't we exuberantly thinking life and everything is going my way? Because that's how I usually look at things. And then I look and I'm like, oh, that's going on. And I take care of it and I listen to it. And then I say, okay, well, that's not true, because let's take care of it. So you can do the same, but you can choose. You can also choose how you want to use this tool in your life. But what I do is I help you to see how you can use it. Because when I say you can use it in anything, sometimes that's very hard to understand because your brain can't make the connections. But I can. And so I make all these different videos showing how you can make the connection.